Hello. It's mid-June, and I haven't been posting on social media very much. I just started again. So there's a lot that's been going on in there that we haven't really documented very well, at least in terms of posting about it. So I thought I'd give you a little tour to show you where we're at with the renovation. You can see our very messy driveway area, and let's go on in. So the renovation started March 15th, so almost exactly 3 months ago. And you can see that a lot has happened. If you have visited our house, you'll probably remember things like walls that were there that are not here anymore, and flooring that's gone too, and a kitchen which was right here that is now gone. So yes, so this used to be our old kitchen, completely gutted. The whole house is gutted. And they've been doing a lot of the rebuilding. This last few weeks, they did the drywall and the priming. So that's why the walls are all nice and uniform. They did the electrical a while back, which you can see we've got nice can lights. And yeah, this is where we're at. So this area here is going to be the new den. We're going to have our work desk here and a couch here. And probably like a TV setup and a bunch of chairs to enjoy, to watch TV and then also enjoy the fireplace. And then if you move beyond that, there'll be a counter kind of sticking out here. And then this whole area will be the kitchen. You can see our future stovepipe here. And this wall will be where the kitchen sink and cabinetry is, and dishwasher and stuff like that. So the sink will be right below this window here. And you can see the new water lines that they put in here. And then we'll have our old kitchen island from Chicago is still with us, if you remember that. And it's going to be right here in the middle. We're going to match the marble countertop that's on there. We're going to do that on all the other counters. We're pretty excited about that. You can kind of see the old dining room wall. This used to be our dining room here on the chimney. This was what the whole room looked like, and they've been still chipping away at it. We're going to leave this exposed, and it's sort of hard to explain how it's going to look. I'm sure that'll be interesting to see how it ultimately looks compared to what I'm saying. But there'll be a fridge and a stove and more countertops here, and that's going to be exposed above them, and then we'll have some open shelving in there. And here is our pantry, which it was before, but it doubled as a laundry room, and it still will for a while. We eventually want to move our laundry room upstairs, but it'll be in here. They didn't prime this, I'm guessing, because it already had fine paint on it, so that we can just paint over with the color that we're going to ultimately do, which is just mostly white. We're a big fan of sort of a minimal white look. Let's see here. So this is there was a door here. We used to have 5 doors on the first floor of our house, which is insane. Now we have 4. This is the true sort of front door of the house. It will be facing the dining room. We'll have a dining room table running right along here. I'd really love to create a new dining room table out of the wall studs from the walls that used to exist. So just for a frame of reference, I guess, we used to have, in terms of to describe the walls that we took out, there was a wall here that had like a large opening. You can see where the flooring was, but these were walls, and they took those out and then put in these LVLs, they're called. They're now mostly encased. They're going to finish encasing them with a primed encasement that they told us about. But this header here is now supporting the weight of the house above. Same deal here. We just had a very small door, sort of right in the middle of this area, and then this whole thing was a wall there. This was entirely encased in plaster, and this was also a wall right here. If you are a coworker of mine and have seen me on Zoom, you probably are used to seeing me with this wall behind me, because our desk used to be right there. And then finally there was a wall here, same deal, that they took out. You can see where the entrance was. This house is like put together over many, many years, lots of additions, and you can kind of get the impression of that based on the flooring that you see here. We think that this where I'm standing and potentially this over here are the oldest parts of the house because of the way that the basement works, and I can take you down there in a second. And that this was added on later, and then that was added on even later. So that's kind of the gist. But anyway, this is our future dining room. And then I will probably have a desk nook or something like that, or maybe a library nook over in here. Here is our downstairs bathroom. It's kind of torn apart right now. You can see there used to be a door right here. This is going to get walled in, and then, you know, sink, bathroom. We'd love to eventually kind of redo a lot of this, but we're sort of just covering the floor in this renovation because there's a lot going on in this renovation already. This is going to be our pool table room and our dartboard room and sort of our game room, our hangout space. And then this room off here, which definitely used to be a patio that they turned into a room, is going to be probably our TV room. We'll probably get a sectional in here at a nice big screen TV, a place where you can kind of cozy up and stuff. So yeah, that's where we're at. Nice primed house. And then the last thing I can show that might be of interest really quick is the basement, where other big things are happening because we're changing utilities. We are moving from baseboard heating run by a gas boiler. You can also get to see our fun Michigan basement, to in-floor heating run by a on-demand combi boiler, they call it. So that's this unit right here, and it's not quite hooked up entirely, but it's like partially installed. This will run our heated floors and our hot water throughout the house, which is kind of cool, and it runs on propane. And then this is the other kind of fun looking thing down here. This like crazy panel, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's kind of low light down here. This panel is going to run a bunch of our heated floor, and it comes from the manufacturer just like this. So like it's not hooked up yet or anything. This was just sort of prefab. And then all of the pipes and tubing and stuff that run along the floor will hook into this guy, which is kind of fantastic and steampunk and wild looking. So yeah, that's the majority of the fun stuff to share. I mean, for anybody who's interested, I don't know, maybe this is interesting, maybe it's not. We also replaced our electrical box, which is really fun, because our old electrical box was insane and it literally had water running in on it. Fun old house things. Our electrical in general still is a little bit crazy. We have aluminum wiring in parts of the house, like very different things in different parts of the house. So anyway, yeah, we're scheduled to have all of this done, hopefully by August 1st. That's what they're telling us. And, we're curious to see how it goes. And for now, we are enjoying being able to see things like up into our upstairs from our basement. So I'll try to share a few more updates as things move along, but that's where we're at now. Thanks for coming along.